Hi friends, Krista here to talk about why I left the middle path and how I believe it creates more harm than good. And I'm not here to be dismissive of it, but I want to challenge people who are involved in either Buddhist practices, Advaita Vedanta, Kriya Yoga, things I was involved in, to kind of consider what this is doing. In meditation, oftentimes people are getting out of their body. Yes, we might breathe into our body for a little bit, feel different parts of the body and relax it, but oftentimes for long periods of time of sitting, people are getting out of the body. And I believe that's because people are in a lot of pain and have post-traumatic stress or had traumatic childhood or traumatic experiences as an adult. And so they seek meditation as a form of stress relief, anxiety, and so forth. But what's happening is a form of what's called depersonalization, derealization. And depersonalization is where someone has the feeling of being outside of themselves, observing their actions, feelings, or thoughts from a distance. Derealization is where you feel the world around is unreal. People and things around you may seem lifeless or foggy. Now, this is an actual psychology definition. And if someone already has depersonalization, derealization disorder, doing meditation is only going to exacerbate, make it worse, right? It's only going to make the symptoms worse. And I'm not saying this is not why I left the practice, but I just want to say in hindsight, I realized that this is one thing of if for someone who myself has been through trauma and has a degree of PTSD and some degree of dissociative identity disorder, that depersonalization is very real for me. And what I want is actually to feel real, right? And I think a lot of people want to feel real. And I think when we're in front of computers and devices, that is, and not interacting with other people or connecting with nature, doing things that get us in the body, like exercise, even somatic experiencing, those exercises of getting in the body, polyvagal theory, that creates more humanization and gets us away from depersonalization. This idea in this practice of Advaita Vedanta, which I believe is more Hindu than Buddhist, it means Advaita means the absence of duality between subject and object. And the school believes that Brahma is the one and only reality and everything else is a mere appearance, projection, formation, or illusion. Show me the illusion of good versus evil when someone commits murder. What's the middle path on that? How would Buddhists in the middle path think about that? Or what's the illusion when somebody's dead, someone is taken out of our lives, right? When they die. Show me illusion of that, because we know them, their physical presence as being very real, and we know them as being gone, right? So these practices are a form of depersonalization, dehumanization, quite frankly. And I wasn't looking, I knew that my life wasn't working, and I didn't know why I thought I was doing all the right things and doing all these practices and so on, and being in integrity in my life and in my work. And I wasn't looking to follow a different path. And I came to Christ in 2021, completely unexpected, after hearing some testimonies, New Age to Jesus. But I want to say, in the middle path, in non-duality, show me a little bit of light, show me middle light, or show me when someone commits murder, show me where there's middle evil or middle good, right? So when we look at things in life, in real living beings, humans, plant forms, show me the middle path for that. This is all a construct. I believe that everybody wants relief. They want the truth. They want to feel better. They want truth. They want light in their life. And if you want truth and you want life, consider reading the book of John. The book of John is great because it talks about life and light and truth. And the classic first paragraph, I think even if people are non-Christian would have heard it before, but it's so beautiful. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things were made through him. And without him, nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. Right? So, and one last thing I want to read from chapter 3. And this is the condemnation, that the light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone who practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God. And then for myself, I really wanted truth for a long time. And I was dismissive of Christians and their practice. And quite frankly, there are a lot of bad churches out there who aren't really preaching really strong, sound teachings. But that's what happens in the end times, and it's written about in the Bible, that people would fall away and preach false doctrines. But I didn't come to talk about that. But I just want to say, if you're seeking truth, and you've always been seeking truth, I know for me I was, and I've always loved light. So it would make sense I would naturally come back to my Creator, the Most High God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. So I pray that you consider reading, as an intellectual exercise, reading the book of John, seeing for yourself this other path that's not middle. It talks about light and darkness, but the book is light. And I pray that you are blessed, and thank you for listening.